Hey everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Rippin' for Rookies. So I got another Generations of Greatness baseball box. This is from 1960 to 2025. 12 packs per box, auto or relic in every box, at least one. Last box I opened had one relic, two autos, one numbered relic, and over 30 vintage cards in here. And I talk vintage as 60s and 70s. There's also 5 chase cards here from the 1957 set. It is Hank Aaron, Ted Williams, Frank Robinson, Willie Mays, and the Yankees home run hitters of Mickey Mantle and Yogi Berra. So hopefully we can find one of them. And this box is number 67 of 50. Well, I guess I got to do it. All right, and this box I purchased, but I put it out for a personal rip to everybody in the Cardmunity group. And Mark Cox came back and said he wants it. So here you go, Mark. Good luck. Let's see what we can find. I know he's a Mariners fan. Let's see if we can find some nice Griffies, maybe some Randy Johnsons in there. And here we go. So there are going to be 12 packs, 15 cards per pack. And I had a lot of fun opening up this last time and going to have some more fun this time. And I also just purchased 4 more boxes that I'm going to do a break with, and I'm going to add some other stuff into it because this box is absolutely amazing. You can still find it on eBay, and I'll leave the link in the description. Just an awesome product, probably one of the best repack boxes I have ever opened up. So let's get this started. And I mentioned last time that there was a lot of glue on here, and the owner of this product said, well, I think I'll put a little bit less glue on it next time. But yeah, as you can see, they are very well protected. You've got a card on the back, blank card on the front. And we're going to start off with a Hall of Famer, Rollie Fingers. And that is a 81. We got a Big Hurt Frank Thomas, Dave Kingman on the A's, and that is a 90 or an 80. Oh, you know what? Like I said before in the last video, I'm not good with the years, but I know a vintage card when I see it, and that is an 85. There we go, 150 years of fun. Roberto Clemente, that is a vintage card. Angel Bengala. Beautiful card. I want to keep everything off to the side because I said I'm going to sleeve all the vintage cards, top load the hits, all that good stuff. Tony Pena, Jacob Young. There's a flashback to 72. Bobby Fischer wins the World Championship of Chess, and that is a heritage card. Dusty Baker. Most of them know him as a manager, but he was a great player also. And that is, get out the magnifying glass because the eyes are fading as we get older. 1976 Topps. So that's 2 vintage cards so far. Dylan Cease, Billy Martin, Robbie Ray. You're going to get some newer cards in here. Steve Sachs on the 87. Alex Krylov, Future Stars, and a Rafael Palmeiro on the Prism. Is that numbered or not numbered? No, it is not numbered. That's the pink. I believe the pinks were a retail set, so I'm going to start sleeving up the vintage cards here. You usually get about 2 or 3 per pack. And, you know, last time I opened this, I got a lot of, I got some really good autos. Got an auto out at 25. So maybe I'll leave the link to the last video. But having a lot of fun with this product. Taking me back to my childhood. I'll give you a little story about that. We got Don Kessinger, and that is on the 78. Goose Gossage, Hall of Famer. John Felsky, manager for the Phillies. And I said the one exception is I get to keep the Phillies cards because there might be a few that I need for my PC. Cade Cavalli. And who do we have here? That looks like Cal Ripken. Yes, it is. I've never seen that card. That is a pretty cool looking card. I'll go into the Hall of Famers. That is a die cut. Manny Sanguillen. And I believe that's the 70. Yes, that is the 70. So 2 out of here. Alan Trammell on the Platinum Anniversary, a set that I really love. We got a Tino Martinez. Jeter Downs on the big league. We got World Series champions, the Dodgers on Heritage. Robbie Thompson, Ron Reed on the Phillies on the 84 Donruss. Cal Ripken Jr., put him in the Hall of Fame. George Bell for the Cubs. And Aroldis Chapman. Now, the Heritage always kind of fakes me out because it looks like it's an older card. And that's the way they are, so I know it's a newer player, so I know that is not a vintage card. All right, so next pack up, we're gonna fill these stands up really quick. I might have to start doubling or tripling the vintage cards on here. All right, next pack up. Try to get this off. Not working with me too well. There we go. All right, next pack. Let's hopefully we can find a chase card. Don Sutton, wow, on the Brewers. I always remember him as a Dodger. There we go. Jeremy Stevenson for the Red Sox. And that is the 69 Red Sox. Another vintage card there. We got a Revolution of Vladdy Guerrero Jr. Now, I know on the back of these, I don't know if this one has it. There were different types, so this might not have been the year. But one of the top players today. Not having a good year this year, but still a good player. Colton Long, Nick Lodolo, rookie card. Nolan Ryan, no-hit king. It's Grant Gramble, pitcher. We got something coming up. This is an interesting card. Whoa, that is really nice, and that's going to his Mariners. Alex Rodriguez, I've never seen that card before. That is so cool. Not numbered. It's kind of like a clear vision with a border around that. And Elite X, is that what it's from? Let me take a look at the back and see what that is from. It's very hard to tell because it's dark green with black writing. So I can't tell what it is. It says sample on the back, so maybe a promo card, but whatever it is, that is pretty cool. I think I'm gonna put that in a top loader form. I don't want anything to happen to that. Yeah, that is a sweet card. Congratulations, Mark. Boog Powell. And look at the years that he played. Wow. That's on the 77. Kent Herbeck. We got future stars of the Red Sox. Let's see, Bruce Hurst, McWoller, Nichols. I think Hurst pitched for a little bit. We got Doug Flynn on the 84 Donruss, Doug Drabek, and Chad Kuhl. All right, let's get these vintage cards sleeved up. Now, last time I opened this, I think we got every year of the 70s, which was really cool. All right, next pack up for Mark. And thank you again, Mark, for buying this box. Really appreciate it. Gave him a little bit of a deal, shot it out, or sent it out to everybody in the card community. And next up, we're going to start with, oh, that is a gold card out of 2021, Nomar Mazara. We'll get that one sleeved up. Top load all the numbered cards, all the interesting looking cards. Let's go into the Tigers. Jeff Heathcock. We got a Whit Merrifield, Orioles pitcher. There we go. Grant Jackson. And that is on the 71. We got Kurt Manwaring, Rick Miller, and that is on the 75. And what do we have here? Jim Edmonds, Steve Bedrosian on the Fleer, Ken Caminetti, Craig Biggio, put that in the Hall of Fame pile, Larry Haney on the Pilots, and that is a 69. Craig Biggio, I think that is his rookie card. Yes, it is. Biggio Hall of Fame rookie card. Lee Smith, Hall of Famer. Brandon McKay on the Bowman's Best. and Charlie Blackmon, and that is on the sepia. Cool. All right, so let's get these sleeved. We got 3 in that pack, 3 vintage cards in that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them, the years together. I only have 12 spots, but we will make do. I know somebody that's going to want that A-Rod card, that's for sure. Other than Mark. Let's see if he's going to be willing to give that up. His box, he can do what he wants with it. Alright, so I'm just going to have to use the blade a little bit. I'm glad they put these little protectors on the top and the bottom. Like I said, I'm going to leave the link to the eBay store in the description. Like I said, this is my second box, and I bought 4 more for a break. Ron Davis on the 87, Anthony Rizzo, League Leaders. We got Going Deep, Torrey Hunter for the Twins on the upper deck. Mark McGwire on the 88, Don Ross. Juan Berenger on the 87, Don Ross. We got Darren Fletcher for the Blue Jays. Denny Doyle for the Phillies. Ooh, I might need that for my PC, and I believe that is his rookie card. Yes, it is. Well, no, actually, his rookie card is with Larry Boa. So this would be his second-year card, but I think it's the same year. So I'll have to check on that. We got Denver LeMaster for Houston, and that is also a 69 card. Rick Terlick, Vaughn Grissom on the Braves. Is that really on the Braves? Yeah, I guess it is. Okay, and a Derek Jeter. There we go. On the upper deck. Nice looking card. Hall of Famer Andrew Benintendi. Brett Carroll rated rookie card. Ed Goodson from the Dodgers. And that is a, gotta get them, that's on the 76. And we got a Fireworks of, what is that, Wes Kath? Never heard of Wes Kath, but maybe you have. All right, let's get these 2. And there's actually 3, the Denny Doyle. I think I need that for my collection. I'm collecting all of the Topps cards from when Topps started to now. And I'm doing pretty well with it. The older cards are tougher to find, but I'll go on eBay and pick a few out every now and then, like once a month. I'll treat myself to like about $20 in cards and try to complete that set. It's like my lifelong goal. I know there's some that I'll probably never attain, but you know what? That's what collectors do. They collect and they try to get what they need. All right, next pack up. I'm going to start off with the Frank Viola. We got the Kutch, Jorge Soler, Ryan Feltner. We got a draft pick of Gavin Lavallee for, it looks like the Reds, Cincinnati Reds. Yeah, Gary Redus on the Reds. Cesar Cedeno. I think this might be an 80s card. Yeah, 84. We've got a Brandon Ashcraft rookie sepia from Stadium Club. That's pretty cool. Reggie Smith on the Red Sox, and I remember him as a Dodger for the longest time, going up against the Phillies in the playoffs, and that is on the 70. Sammy Sosa. Check to see if any of these are numbered on the back. We got DL Hall, rookie card for the Orioles. Ron Hodges for the Mets. And that is the 76? 74 for the Mets on the 74 card. Oh, there we go. We got Nate Never Pitch Pearson. Everybody in my card community will know that. Frank Williams, and that's kind of a unique looking card because it's from the traded set. There we go. Topps traded cards. They're the cards that I'm having trouble finding for the Phillies to complete the sets, is the traded cards from the, the 80s, early 90s. And Chase Lee rookie card. All right, that is half the stack gone. We got 6 more to go. 6 more packs. I highly recommend this product for the price point. we're talking, you know, $45 and then shipping on top of that. But it's better than mega boxes. I mean, you're getting hits, you're getting a lot of variety, you're getting vintage cards if you're into vintage cards, vintage rookies and Hall of Famers. Javi Baez, Jacob Robinson, that is an older card. That is a 74. I believe the greenbacks with the black printing just don't light up for me. Oh, I didn't do the last ones. There's Ollie Brown, downtown Ollie Brown. I remember when he was a Philly. And that is not his rookie card, but that's for the Padres. Orioles, Earl Weaver, manager. There we go. I believe Earl should be a Hall of Fame manager. I've never really looked it up to check the managers, and I don't know what year that is because there is no year on the back, but that is a pretty cool looking card. Oh wait, that's the year. It's this one. It's a 69. There we go. Oh, got to sleeve those up and then sleeve the last part up. Brandon Crawford for the Giants. Marcelo Mayer. And it's cool on the prism, on the green, not numbered. We got Tino Martinez. We got Aroldis Chapman. Is that Martinez's rookie card? Yeah, I believe that is his rookie card. We'll put that down there. Jim Acker for the Blue Jays. Jerry Hairston. Doug Nikhazy. That's a prism. Thunderstruck. Darrell Hernandez. First Bowman. Nick Birdie rookie card. And Christian Vasquez. So I didn't do the last one. So we got 5 more vintage cards there. Get them sleeved up real quick. Padres, Ollie Brown. Johnson, we don't have that year yet. Maybe I'll just put that down there, put that up there. We still have the top row to go. I don't know why I'm not using the top row, because you probably won't see them all. So let me move the camera just a little bit. There we go. And Reggie Smith for the Red Sox. And do I have that year yet? Yes, I do. Right there. All right, 5 to go. All right, next up is a checklist. And what team is that? Looks like it's the Orioles, Baltimore Orioles checklist. And I don't know who is on the front of that. Greg Walker, the White Sox. It's an 84. Jim York on the Astros. On the 75, we got Milt Pappas, Cubs. And that is on the 71. Roberto Clemente. And an All-Star Mike Trout. Ryan McMahon. Jonathan India on the Bowman. There's a Heritage card, 73 years of Topps baseball cards. Chris Bryant and Mike Trout on there. Bo Jackson, Future Stars. That's nice. Not a Hall of Famer, but one of the top players. Lee Lacy, seriously miscut, but a good cut for that year anyway on the 76. Ron Cey, the Dodgers, and that is a, what, 75, I believe? Nope, 74. Goose Gossage, Hall of Famer on the Diamond Kings. Andre Dawson, Hall of Famer. And Oscar Mercado, and that is a silver foil from the Allen and Ginter. So that was pretty good. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 vintage cards in that one. And up there. And we already pulled one of these. And one from this year. So if you're into vintage, this is a really good product to take a look at. I actually got 2 PC vintage cards that I needed. Well, actually one that I needed and the other one I had, but the condition of the one that came out of this one was so much better. So pretty much I'll just hold on to that other one and see if somebody needs it. I think it was a 1969 card. But yeah, I mean, even if you're always looking, I mean, once you start building the set, you know, the cards may not be in great shape, but at least you have that card. And then eventually, you know, something's going to come along and replace the one you had, better condition. And this is a great place. This is a great box to try to find that. Mickey Brantley for the Mariners. We got Archie Bradley. That looks like a gold card. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so it's out of 2017. Archie Bradley gold card. I didn't open any 2017. Well, maybe, you know, pack here or there, but didn't get back into it until 2020, until the pandemic did hit and everybody got back into it. There's a Milton Bradley for the Cubs. And that is on, I believe, oh, that's a Topps card. Why does it look like a Bowman? Oh, okay, Bowman Chrome. There we go, guys. I'm like, it looks like a Bowman card. Champ Summers on the Cubbies. Ooh, Eddie Matthews for the Braves. That's nice. What year is that? I mean, oh, wow. He played a long time. That's a 1961 Eddie Matthews. I'm going to look that up on eBay and see what that goes for. It's actually in really, really good shape, and that's going to, I'm going to top load that one too, because I don't want anything happening to that, but that is really cool. So note to self, check out that card on eBay. Put that one up there. I'll put that right up top there. Tony Oliva on a Platinum Anniversary. Manny Machado. I don't think it's his rookie card now. It's his fourth-year card there. Jacob deGrom on the opening day. Tommy Edman, Eugenio Suarez, Goose Gossage, and that is on the 78, so that counts. Darryl Thomas on the, I should know these cards by now, but I don't. And that is on the 77. Mike Williams, there we go, the Bowman. That's the high school or college graduation shot. Don't know anything about him. Will the Thrill Clark, somebody that should be in the Hall of Fame and is not. And Jeff McNeil, rookie card for the Mets. 3 packs to go, 2 numbered cards. We didn't hit our auto or relic yet, and there could be multiple autos and relics in here. Plus, also looking for those 57 cards. And if we hit one of them, they're about $100 a piece, each and every one. All right, so league leaders, we got Wright, Urias, and Darvish. George Springer. The Astros, Nelson Cruz. Jose Abreu. Blue Jays, we got Bob McDonald. We've got a Michael Harris II rookie card. It's nice. Topps News All-Time All-Star Stan the Man Musial. Tom Limpkin. Brian Alea for the Twins. We got a David Peterson rookie card for the Mets. Sam McDowell from the Giants. Terry Kennedy on the 81 Donruss. Jim Cott on the Cardinals. Wow, look at that. They had to make the print so small there. Look at all the years that Jim Cott played. I think he played for 4 decades. It was either him or McCarver played in all of 4 decades. That's actually an 80. And Gene Heiser for the Cubs on the 76, 75. I will get this right now. 74. I'll get this right one day. But see what happens. And Corey Kluber on the 18 Donruss. So let's get these sleeved up. Don't have that one yet. No, I do not. I just mishandled a couple of cards. Get them back up here. You got the Goose. Don't think I have that year yet either. I'll put that up there. Cubbies. Champ Summers. That's right down there. Sam McDowell, we don't have this year yet. So it looks like we're going to get 1 card from every year from the 70s, which is really cool. So those who weren't around or alive to open up cards in the 70s. This is what brings back the memories. This is just absolutely amazing. You know, looking at these cards and bringing back all the memories. Oh, and that story about my cards is I moved out of my house in 1983 when I was 18 years old. Got an apartment with one of my friends and left my baseball cards there in the attic. And went back a year or so later, and my parents said, oh yeah, we cleaned out the attic. We threw all of them out. Great. And I watched videos of people opening boxes and cards from back then, and I was like, I had that card. I had that card. I had that Nolan Ryan. Oh, makes me sick to my stomach. But now that I'm older, I can get back into this. All right, Steve Sax. We got the Washington Nationals. That's a Hoppa. That's a team card. Will Smith, Teddy Higuera, Whit Merrifield, Juan Augusto. White Sox, that's an 80s card. Roberto Clemente. We got something shiny coming up. Roberto Clemente from the Kmart. These are cool cards too. Kmart, Burger King, Drake's Cakes. They all used to put out these cards in the 80s. They were pretty awesome. Terry Francona, or Tito and Terry Francona, father and son. Brian Fisher on the Pirates. Mark Belanger on the Orioles, one of the best defensive shortstops of all time. Bert Campaneris, and Bert Campaneris on the orange on the Prism, and that is actually numbered out of 399. So we'll get that sleeved up, and we'll get that top loaded too. Hopefully it goes in a 35 point. Yes, it does. Sometimes with the chrome cards, you got to upgrade to a 55. All right, Bert Campaneris, that's an 80s card. We got Chris Zachary for the Colts. Wow. 1964 card for the Houston Colts. Wow. Nice looking card. We got Chris Shaw, rookie, or rated rookie, not numbered. It was a retail or a Meijer or a Walgreens or something like that, the yellow. And Royals, we've got Kurt Stillwell. All right, last pack. Hopefully this pack has our autograph or relic card in here. And see what we can find. Or maybe it has the 57s in here. That would be cool. So there's 150 boxes made. There were 5 of the 57s put in, so it's 1 in every 30 boxes. Buxton, Sweet, Mike Garman on the Cardinals, Wayne Garrett on the Mets, Pete Alonso, opening day, Hyun-Jin Ryu, we got Alan Pollock, first cards, 2009 draft picks. It looks like a Panini card. If I'm not mistaken, maybe I am. No, TriStar Productions. Never saw TriStar. All right, that's pretty cool. Mel Stottlemyre for the Yankees. Tommy John for the Dodgers. Brad Boxberger. We got an award winner, Brett Boone. Scott Erickson. Minnesota Twins. I can't tell who that is. Brian Harper. Ben Sheets, and on the Cubs, Anthony. Wow, that does look like an older card. All right, I'm got to go through this because I didn't see an autograph. I didn't see a relic. So hopefully one of these cards is autoed or a relic. And they're considering that a relic. I don't see that. Sometimes they're on-card autos and you miss them. I mean on-card as like personally signed cards. No, nothing there. Let's go through these. Might be one of the older cards, but I didn't see anything. I don't know. I hate to be taking up all your time going through all of this, but I do want to see an auto. I mean, with 150 boxes, it's possible that they could have made a mistake, but not likely. Not likely at all. We got a few more here. Like, I don't know if that's an alt. No, that's not an alt. I don't know. I don't think it is. I don't think that Milton Bradley is an auto, though it looks like it's a spot where an autograph would go, but it's not raised or anything like that, where you could feel the autograph and see the difference in there. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. The sepia, that's actually a pretty cool card. Ashcraft on the sepia, or sepia, however you want to say it. I hear it pronounced two different ways. McGuire, no. All right, last stack here. Blackman on the sepia. Oh, there it is. There it is. Wow, that is tough to see. That is very tough to see. Idaho Falls. Oh, what was that? Shuckers? Grant Gamble. Yeah, no wonder I didn't see it. That's a tough one to see. Let's see. I don't even know who they're affiliated with. I hope they're affiliated with Kansas City's third round. So he's a Kansas City pitcher, third round pick. There you go. Oh, and there we go. There it is. It's a blue auto on the Heritage. Wow, that was really tough to see. All right, so they didn't disappoint. I didn't think they would. There's the auto. And put that on there. Get that up there. And then when we're done now, there could be another one. I don't know. I pulled 3 autos out of the box that I opened up. So there might be another one in here. Who knows? I mean, that was so faint to see. So redemption, very good redemption, getting an auto out of there. Dylan Cease, yeah, okay. And we might have to go through the older cards. So let's go through and get these sleeved up first. Get all these vintage cards sleeved up, and then we'll go through the counts and take a look and see what we have. But you know, I'm telling you, for 45 bucks, I mean, you're going to get a guaranteed auto or a guaranteed relic in here. You don't get that in a mega box, in all mega boxes. Panini products you do. But Topps products, you know, it's definitely hit or miss, and I definitely want to take a look at that, at this card, and see Eddie Mathews, see how much that's a pretty valuable card, I would have to say. I mean, I don't know how valuable it is. It might be $10, it might be $30, but for a box like this to pull something like that out of it, it's pretty darn cool. All right, so there's our auto. Grant Gamble. We got a Roberto Clemente, or Bert Campaneris, out of $3.99. We got a gold of Archie Bradley, and wow, that year, how can you really see those numbers out of there? It's 2017. We got a Nomar Mazara out of 2021, and that is really cool, Alex Rodriguez. I think Mark will be extremely happy with that card. And let's take a look at how many vintage cards we got. We got quite a few. Will it top the last box? It's feeling pretty darn close. Now we got the Denny Doyle over there, so that's going to be 1. The Eddie Mathews is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. More vintage cards out of this box than the last box I opened. I think I had 32, so 2 more vintage cards out of here. So guys and ladies, if you're watching, maybe you're looking for something to pick up for, you know, your guy. A great product, absolutely, hands down, one of the best repack boxes I have ever opened up for the price of $45. I think it was like $16 shipped, and then tax on top of it. More than worth it. A great stroll down memory lane. I've got 4 more boxes coming. I'm going to put them into a break, which I'm going to do probably next week, early next week, Monday or Tuesday. Hoping to do that. And Mark, I hope you enjoyed everything that you got. I know that, you know, if that was a Mike Schmidt or one of my top players, yeah, I would definitely love that card. All right, everybody, you have yourself a great day. Like I said, I'll leave the link below. If you like this video, give me a like. If you like this video and like this channel, please subscribe. And if you're a subscriber, ring that bell and you'll get notifications every time I do a box opening like this, do a live break. I'm going to try to get back into some spray paint art. I keep saying that. I never really do, but I definitely want to do that. All right, everybody, you have yourself a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.